Hey everybody, so I'm deciding to cast Tim versus Remap today. Um, these two players were both on Team Chaos and I drafted them. And now Remap is on Hinged. And so we get some top tier players facing each other, former teammates. And I think this should be a good one. Good Protoss and Terran action. So let's go ahead and get into this. Right? We have Tim in the bottom left on Fighting Spirit. Then we have Remap in the bottom right. We got red and light blue. These are good colors, so go ahead and keep them. So these players were once on the same team, and also the broodwar community is smaller, so they're going to know each other well, and there might be some meta game going on. We'll see if they decide to play standard games or decide to spice it up a little bit. Pylon by the Vespian Geyser. Are there any Vespian fans out here? Because I know some people like to call it Vespian. I don't know where it came from. I think it might have been tasteless. I have no clue. But believe it or not, no eyes. It's just Vespian. Got the gateway. We're gonna get like a barracks right down here. Nope, up here. Okay, I'm not usually it's next to a supply depot for a sim, but Remap knows what he's doing, so I won't question. Then refinery. Unfortunately, I'm a Zerg, so like this is a foreign matchup for me, so I don't even know builds from either side. But I wanted to cast these players, so here's that. Alright, probes on gas. And then we already have an SCV scout coming out for Remap, and he's gonna get first scout, so that will be nice. No zealot coming out, so not going for the pressure right there. And I'm actually gonna just change my speed of my mouse real quick. Scroll, I mean. Alright, sees gas, sees cybercore finishing, and since he sees how quick this cybercore finished, I think he's going to assume no zealot. So maybe still building one marine, going for another, just playing it safe. One SCV on gas and one probe on gas. So these players trying to maximize their mineral income right now. Probe coming out. Nice move shot. Sweet. Alright, and Tim should be hitting 400 minerals now. Dragoon chasing the SCV north. Probe going horizontally to find the expansion. But will this Dragoon be able to get this SCV? It already got one shot off on it. Two shots actually, because it was at 40 health. Now at 10. Probe sees Marines, has some damage on it. Vulture going up. Probe goes down. I mean, SCV goes down. Vulture now going towards the Protoss base, hoping to get that scouting probe, but it looks like it will get home safely. And this Dragoon will not ward off the Vulture. Oh, nice hold position at the bottom of the ramp. I thought it was going to get in. And we got a Dragoon putting pressure on the Marines. sees that there's a bunker going down. And one of the things I like watching high-level players for is how active they are on the map. Even in the early game, it's 4 minutes in, and they're just sending their units and around the map, utilizing everything. Like, if you watch like a B rank player like myself, the war and the entire matchup will be like down here. We got some dragoons. We'll see what the tech is. We got robotics facility with no observatory just yet. Going for a shuttle. And then we got tank move out right now. One marine goes down. Not trying to do any fancy hold micro yet. Let's consolidate the dragoons. Ooh, Vulture comes in from behind, lays down a mine. Mines are killed successfully. And going in on the tank. Another mine down. One dragoon goes down. And it looks like this attack's held successfully by him. So we got 2 factories, a machine shop getting vulture speed, putting down an engineering bay. That will not be in time for the shuttle, but will be in time for the Reaver. So as I said before, these players know each other. So this engineering bay is probably placed knowing that Tim's not going to go for like DT rushes or anything, but rather, oh, mine goes down. And another mine goes down. Nice. Goon stays alive. Oh, and I don't know if that blew up on him, if that damage. But we get a vulture run by. Delays the Reaver for a second and also gets vision on the Reaver. Probe drill, but vulture with speed runs away. And as it gets a probe, probably two probe kills, vulture shuttles heading into the base. One turret completed, perfectly in the path. And this shuttle survives, but with 2 shields and 7 health. And shields coming back. Oh, could get a tank, and that's dead. One more shot, and is it gonna dud out? No way. And that scarab went right through the factory. Got some damage off on it. This siege tank almost goes down, but another siege tank gets the kill on the zealot. Forge going down. Good collection of zealots. Now just going for observers. But let's check it out. So Tim built 3 turrets, and it fended off that attack pretty well. Put one kind of directly in the line of the path, and then one up here. So when the shuttle went north, midway through the base. And it also covers the perimeter of the map for later on. And then just one at the top of the natural. 3 turrets held effectively. Remap. Pumping those tanks, adding Goliaths now. Alright, and the observer sees the move out and siege. Got the Citadel, probably Zealot speed. And then Templar Archives pretty quickly. Yeah. Cool, cool. Another shuttle. Nice. I will look forward to that. Harass? Or will it complement the main army? Goliath range probably on the way, yep. Now adding in some vultures. Still pumping tanks. Nope. Going to complement the tanks with vultures, and this one's idle at the moment. But he feels good with his siege tank amount. This is an older map, so the buildable terrain is more forgiving for Terrans than these newer maps have been. Shuttle must have finished. We'll see when that joins the army. Alright, we got the shuttle, and it's filled with zealots. More turrets going down. We got a turret right here that's going to make this bummer. Okay, so I think 2 of the zealots were dropped, and it looked like 2 tanks went down, but there was a 3rd zealot that died inside the shuttle. Vision now denied by the turret. And look at this inch forward. Remap built the right amount of siege tanks and said, alright, now I'm building vultures and Goliaths and just building a turret at a time. And now we're seeing the blue goo. Go back and check out some production. Back to tanks. He lost a couple, but then goes right back to vultures. Now inching the tanks forward. SCV coming forward to build an additional turret. It's getting blocked. Vultures coming forward, laying mines, grabbing the vision for the tanks. Also has a barracks aiding the vision. Trying to mine drag. Drops 2 zealots. Vulture's clearing it pretty well. Goliath kills the shuttle. GG. Game 1. Right, that was pretty cool. So we got Game 1 in the books. And if Fighting Spirit was the first map, let's see what the second map will be. Okay, got the scoreboard updated. Let's get into game 2. So, Tim decided to play on Odyssey. And as you can see, it's got fastest minerals. It's not like 76 where it had some fastest minerals and then regular minerals off to the side. But if we check out the map, it looks pretty standard. No mini ramps like 76 had. We got a pylon at the natural. I think this will go Nexus first, maybe 12 next, maybe even 9 next because of the fastest minerals. Let's see what the supplies line up for. So we got the pylon down early, opening up for more probes. And instead of a 12 next, it's looking like it will be a 10 next. So I was off by 1. And Remap going for CC first. So you may think that this game will become economical very quickly. However, getting a good economy early on allows you to do timing attacks. Oh, it's not guaranteed to be a macro game. All right, we got barracks and gas going down. Probe's gonna scout and see the CC first. SCV coming back. I wonder if he had it on a move or if he just wants to defend his barracks. And I think he just wants to defend his barracks. But Remap is not getting a scout at the moment. Gas starting to mine for Tim. Cyber core going down. Got the gateway in the natural. And probe looks like it's going to go home. And getting a bunker. Zealot marching across the map. Let's see if it ignores the SCV or goes straight to the base. Add the fog of war back. Another zealot and second gateway and a robo. Probe on the ramp trying to deny the SCV scout. So far successful. However, SCV going down pulls the probe forward and gets into the base. Zealot runs across the map, comes back halfway. Other zealot goes after the SCV. Let's see what the production is now. Dragoons. No range just yet. Going for 3 factories and a machine shop first. I don't think any vultures or anything were made. So I might be in for a long game. I'll have to try to save my voice. This goes on for a long time. Alright. Second machine shop? Yeah. Tank. No upgrades yet, so it's looking like it will be no machine shop upgrades, going for tanks, and believe it or not, tanks with marines and just good micro and A moving. Fantastic. We'll see if he adds vultures and mines to the equation. Got Dragoon. Going for robotics again. We'll see how the first shuttle does this game. Got a probe out and nowhere. Keep an eye on it. It is looking like it will be a third base. Pylon down. And Dragoons are coming out. Poke this natural. However, the timing, 5 minutes into the game, Terran might be building their first tank. No, we got 2 tanks out. It's kind of, with the fastest minerals, the clock is off. Or it's a little bit slow. Alright, we got the shuttle. Moon range finishing. And we'll have to watch out for where this shuttle goes. Ooh. Look at that. We got a starport, we got a shuttle out, and here comes the shuttle right on top of the Marines. Marines dying, tanks are doing just fine, however, one has some damage on it. Zealots go down, and will this Wraith go after this shuttle? There might be this nice dance of the shuttle moving towards the Dragoons, and oh no, this Wraith on top of the shuttle. Reaver dropped, gets some damage on the tanks, but once again, the Reaver not causing any economical damage before it dies. Vulture's trying to get past, going to try to put pressure on Tim's side of the map. We got a defensive Reaver. No shuttle to complement it just yet. And it's just so awesome that we're seeing a Wraith in this game. I think this is what I was saying with these players know each other. And it looks like REMAP knows Tim's proclivity to go for Reaver, opts to go for a Wraith. Some exchange here. We got some SCVs pulled. Tanks still have a little damage on them from the Reaver. But as I was saying before, with Fighting Spirit, that map was beneficial for Terran because of the excess of buildable terrain. Now on this map, I think you could build maybe right here, maybe right here. Looks like there's a spot right here marked by these isle-looking areas, while the rocks are unbuildable. So we got the Nexus down, but no probes. Vulture is coming from behind. They're just wanting to meet up with the main army. Wraith goes down, gets a shot or two off on the shuttle, and sadly, contents of the shuttle dying. Got a Reaver. And a lot of Dragoons coming out, but they're all just queued. While there's tanks knocking right at the door. Reaver drops down on top of the tanks. And there's only three tanks left. One's red, this one's red, two are red, and one full health, one in the back. But the Dragoons die. These ones were chilling up here. And now the queued Dragoons should be coming out. But now there's more tanks. I think the tanks are now going to inch forward and put heavy pressure on Tim. And let's see how this base is doing. It has not mined. I wonder if this is Vulture type. Let's see. The Vulture does stop, but I wonder if that's because of an attack move. We're trying to go for a probe transfer, but there's not Zealots, Vultures on top of it. It is not Vulture type. And the pressure inches forward. Reaver down. Seeing GG. Sees how many tanks are on his door and decides to end it. Thank you for tuning in. This is my first cast for school. Hopefully I did okay. Go ahead and leave me a subscription if you like it. I will hopefully cast some more.